Hey there guys, Aiden Acosta here, aka Jedi95, coming at you guys with a different video than what I normally upload on the channel. Now I do upload a lot of Madden gameplays, not gameplays, a lot of Madden things, but today I wanted to talk about something that really caught my eye, and I'll talk about it as I'm opening packs on Madden 21. So think of this as like a pack opening slash NFL discussion. I don't know if I'm ever going to continue doing NFL discussions. I probably will, but with the whole Aaron Rodgers trade going around, the next thing we hear about for the next big name is Julio Jones. Now, apparently, Julio Jones has made it clear he wants out of Atlanta. He wants to be traded. He wants to be gone from the Falcons, which is understandable in my opinion, given that the Falcons are not heading in a championship direction. And last year was a dismal year for the Falcons and whatnot. So the Falcons have continued to field calls from team interested in Julio Jones. The Seahawks have had discussions about a possible trade with Atlanta, per sources. In fact, QB Russell Wilson and Julio Jones have spoken together to discuss the possibility of playing together. I find this very interesting to me. I find this truly, truly, truly interesting because for a couple of reasons. One, I'm just going to go into the game right now. I find this interesting for a couple of reasons. One, why do I don't like this move by Seattle, to be completely honest. I really truly don't like this move by the Seahawks because Julio Jones is a great receiver, okay? I'm not saying that he is a trash receiver by any means. He's the best receiver of the 2010s, and he's without a doubt still a top 10 wideout in the league. So that's not my problem. My problem is the fact that the Seahawks are choosing to invest in, they're choosing to invest in positions that they already have, they don't need to be addressed. We don't need to upgrade our wide receiver core. We already have one of the top, I would say top 3 wide receiver duos in the league behind maybe, I'm trying to think of who's better. Like, I know we're not number one. I know the Seahawks are not the best wide receiver pairing. Like, Claypool and Juju Smith-Schuster, I would argue, is probably better. Amari Cooper and, Michael Gallup and CeeDee Lamb is a great trio of receivers. Like, we're not the best receivers we don't have the best receivers in the NFL, but we are top 3 in that debate, in my opinion. So why are we looking to get another receiver when we could be using those trade assets, like, maybe our new second round pick, to upgrade positions that desperately need to be upgraded so we can get back into a true winning position, whether it is upgrading the offensive line or, and I think this is more important now, upgrading the secondary, because our secondary with the loss of Shaquille Griffin it's definitely going to take a toll. Okay, we lost to Shaquille Griffin this offseason, and say what you will about the Seahawks defense last year, he was one of the few standout players on that side of the ball. He was one of the few good players we had left defensively, and we just lost him to Jacksonville for basically nothing. We lost them to a team that went 1-15 last season. Jacksonville. Really think about that. So, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? If, I swear to God, it's like we're going backwards right now. Remember the Legion of Boom days? When we invested basically our entire time into developing both sides of the ball? Now it just seems like we're forgetting the other side of the ball and relying on Russ to bail us out, which is stupid because he can't do everything. Yes, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league, but he cannot do everything. He's not Superman, although some days he plays very much like Superman, with what he does. And at the end of the day, he can't do everything. So we need to invest in the defensive side of the ball, and specifically our secondary, because Jamal Adams is good, yes, but he's not a good coverage guy. We literally saw that in the postseason against the fucking Rams. The fucking Rams, for God's sake. Like, the fact that we still lost to the Rams, even though that was a few months ago, that still irks me to this very day. Because there is absolutely no reason we should have lost that game whatsoever. We should have beaten the Rams. And I don't want to say pretty convincing because obviously they were a bad matchup for us in terms of our O-line against their D-line. Or even our offense against their defense. It was a bad matchup. But god damn it, we let Jared Goff fucking look like a superstar again. Like, what the actual fuck? And if I'm swearing a lot, that's just because I'm a little bit, I'm a little bit meh right now. Like, I'm a little bit upset that this is something we're considering going after Julio Jones. We don't need a wide receiver. Seattle, please go after some secondary pieces. Now, I will say this. If we do get Julio Jones, and that's a big game, a couple of things. One, you already know I'm getting ready to invest in Julio Jones' power up for the remainder of this year, so that way when, if he does get traded and he does get the Seattle chemistry, he's going to be right in the lineup. As you see, boom, I got his power up. I'm not going to buy any other cards yet. I'm waiting to hear him get confirmed if he does get traded, and then when he does get confirmed traded, I'll add Julio Jones to the lineup and fully power him up. However, if we do land Julio Jones, okay, and this is a huge if we somehow landed Julio Jones, which I do think is going to be like, Lockett, our second round pick that we just got, Quandre Diggs maybe, and some draft capital, maybe. If that is what we give up, and we don't make the NFC Championship game, Pete Carroll has to be fired. Because at this point, I'm starting to think that it's not a personnel thing. I'm starting to think that it's a coaching thing. That we can't get back to we haven't even made the NFC Championship game since that stupid throwing the ball on the 1 yard line bull crap. We haven't even made the NFC Championship game since then. So if we do not get back to at least the NFC title game, grabbing Julio Jones, Pete Carroll needs to be let go. And also I think John Ryan or Paul or some Logan Ryan, whatever the hell the GM's name is, he also needs to be let go too. He needs to be let go as well. Because this is unacceptable to me anyways. And I get it. I know you're probably sitting there thinking, well, you're going after Julio Jones. Why are you upset? Well, if that's the case, you just clearly haven't been paying attention to the video. Because I'm literally saying we don't need a wide receiver. We literally have two 1,000-yard receivers in Julio Jones, Tyler Lockett, and DK Metcalf. Plus, we literally just drafted a brand new one. So why would we need another wide receiver? What? Are we going to have 3 wide receivers with Julio Jones, DK Metcalf, and Tyler Lockett? Even then, that would be impossible because they would want Tyler Lockett or DK Metcalf. If you ask me, I think it should be Lockett. Metcalf is too precious of a commodity to want to part ways with. And also, DK Metcalf is literally going into his 3rd season, and he had one of the best receiving seasons of the franchise. So, yeah, DK Metcalf is too precious. But Tyler Lockett, if it came down to it, he could be expendable for Julio. But I'm just saying, if we make this move, and we fail to at least make the NFC Championship game. I don't care about winning a Super Bowl because at this point, the Super Bowl is not in the cards for us with the Patriots. The Buccaneers still being a thing. Okay, the Buccaneers are still the team to beat in the NFC because they are. It's not the freaking Rams. It's not. It just isn't. It is the Buccaneers. But if I don't care about making the Super Bowl because to me, making the Super Bowl would be overachieving. There we go. Hi, Lockett. But if we don't make the NFC Championship game after pulling this move, we need to the Seahawks need to fire Pete Carroll and the GM for making these moves. In my opinion, I think it's time to move on from Pete Carroll and get another coach that will or get a defensive coordinator that'll help maximize the talents of the defense. Because right now, that is our biggest problem, is our secondary. And that's why I'm not happy with this move. So, anyhow, guys, I'm just going to open up a few more training variety packs here. But that is really going to be the end of it, guys. If you guys did if you guys did like this video, hit the like button below. Comment your thoughts about the Julio Jones to Seattle trade, or where do you think he's going to end up? Personally, I think honestly he should just stay in Atlanta. I'd really maybe go to Green Bay, but Aaron Rodgers is looking to go out. You know, maybe go to, I don't know, maybe he stays in Atlanta, maybe he goes somewhere else. Truth be told, I don't know. I don't know where the best place for him is. Maybe he goes to Pittsburgh, and I'm just saying that just because I got the uniform. I don't know where he goes, but that's going to be the end of it, guys. Hit the like button if you guys did. Subscribe if you guys are new. And with that, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.